And welcome to Friend to Girlfriend. Yes. I've heard a lot about this show. Well, not a lot. I've heard a lot about one topic about this show. Cock. And yeah, morbid curiosity. Yeah, that's it. It's just morbid curiosity. So yeah, fucking hell. Apparently, the author is the biggest cook out there. Can't even see his own self-insert main character having a good life without him having a good life, or something. Let's see how this tragedy unfolds. All the way from the start. In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Rent it. It wasn't a rent first. Well. No, that was an actual relationship then. You're blocked, Jesus. Oh yeah, that room explains everything. Ah. That room explains everything. The thing is, to be honest, I've never really been in a relationship before, but I feel like it's more like he's already into NTR from the fucking beginning, really? Jesus Christ, I thought it was the goddamn developed thing. No, it's they gave him that from the beginning. Okay, all right, all right, sure. But the thing is, I've never really been in a relationship, but I feel like a very good thing is you have to be able to take care of yourself first before you can go out with somebody. And that room does not scream someone who can take care of themselves. And the way he described the relationship is that he kept being pushy instead of, get to know her. Which sounds classically like somebody going into a relationship just to be in a relationship. And then get into this type of surface. Yeah, it's composite dating. What did you expect? I wonder how idealized compensated dating is in this show. Because for sure they don't fucking care. Also, did he hand her how much? 300 for a whole day. Jesus, that's more than my whole month's food budget. Well, it's not a strict budget, but still. Then again, looking at this room, I don't think he eats much except for boiled noodles. Uh, Yes, no shite. What did you expect? He's gonna waste it all. Did you dye your hair? No. You stupid piece of shit. Like any service, the best you can do to get back at them is to never interact with them ever again. Also, why is it done like this? Why is it in cash? Like, is the app not made for transactions? Because the thing is, at least in the app's favor, I feel like 20 definitely. I feel like in the app's favor, if you just make it cashless, like if you make it cashless, you would make people forget about how much they're actually spending, and people will use them more. And I'm gonna guess the app will get an finder's fee, I guess, something you could call that. It's the same. Why are you going to the aquarium again? I should go to aquarium again. Why are you crashing out in public like this? Yes, you are a fucking idiot. You're an idiot for doing all of this. Actually, no, you're an idiot for doing it second time. First time is any mistake the first time, it can be excused for naivety. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, you can get multiple reviews from one person? Did you not hear him, you fucking idiot? Why would you? You already received the money. You don't need to follow him. Why did you enter the room with him? Just say that. Just agree with that. Don't claim to be. Do not do this shit. Just say it's college friend. God fucking damn it. Now you have to keep up the lie to your parents as well, unless you do. Unless you make an excuse, an fucking excuse that you were just broken up a few days later and something like that. Fucking hell. Why are you doing this? Why did you just sleep? Why did you follow him in the first place? You already got his money. You don't need to do this. I guess it's supposed to be quote-unquote her pride of 5-star reviews. Just make a new account. Yeah, you probably did that tactic. You probably did that just to get the perfect 10-star fucking reviews, because there's no way there's an account anywhere that has a lot of reviews. And they're all 5 stars. That's on any review website ever. Or review system. The only time you get actual 5 stars is when there's like only like 5-10 people reviewing. What? Make it a bullshit. Well, how many times do you think she quote unquote she accidentally met her client's family, or their client's actual wife or girlfriend? So your only excuse is to actually pretend to be his girlfriend. They already got. Did you just enter a random room? Did you even look if someone's in there? Ah, good at faking. It's lucky. Why? Why is it a matter of time before they find you in a vacant room? What fucking reason would they have to fucking actually search for you in a vacant room? Unless... Why? Wait, what? Why? And what's that excuse? Like the last... the last time you saw them is them sitting there, and then they gone. Eh. Just shut the fuck up. How are they gonna get foiled? Why did she close the door? Time to get out. The only question is she gonna continue be renting a girlfriend? Because the thing is, I feel like a lot depends on that. Then again, she didn't get found out by her own grandma, so there's no. Oh, there she. Oh, they got caught. So now this is a perfect excuse for a rom-com. She can't. She can't have her secret exposed. That's why you should have just gone with the fucking college friend excuse, you son of a bitch. Actually, no, it's not. That's not her fault. It's his fucking main character's fault. What the fuck? Okay, now they have an okay excuse for like an absolutely normal rom-com like Nisekoi and things like something like Nisekoi, you could say, where they have to pretend to be in love, but this time with a bit less stakes, just keeping their family happy and trying to make it look like they naturally break up. Okay. Okay. Don't try to make an excuse to fucking try to trap her into pretending to be a girlfriend. Ugh. No, you're a slug. There are people who don't get who don't get lonely, but the thing about that is, once you aren't lonely, you'll feel lonely. Loneliness is addictive. At some point, you don't want to, you don't want to seek out anyone else. Yeah, absolutely not. Greater conflict on the other side as well. Why? Don't you want this situation to stop? Just don't contact him again. Block him. You will. Then again, that's only because I know the show continues. And at least have friends. Why did you say that? Children. I would say the beginning episode at least. I can see this being into an rom-com. Because if the title itself, Rent a Girlfriend, is just a setup, and that's what it all is. It's just a setup, and the rest, it's not going to be renting, but it's more like characters getting to know each other. I could see going into into a good thing. But the thing is, I think I know that it's not going that way. I know it's gonna be a fucking fuck show. It's good. Because I've seen parts of not seen parts, I've heard parts of it that it's still gonna be continue renting. He's still gonna get cucked. It's not gonna be a happy ending. Like, yeah, exactly. The fucking Yeah, no, I like now I think about it. Chizuru, at least, I think she has character flaws, but I can't see them being like. I can see there's something probably deeper with it because things about why she's doing this and things like that. That works. Like that didn't get revealed. She is, I think, reluctant to do the dating thing because she just has a routine. She does that, yada yada yada. From what it looks like, she doesn't try to push things. Isn't like, she's comfortable with it, but she's not doing not unimaginable shit, but like deplorable shit with it. She's not like she hasn't shown like being very manipulative and things like that. She just wants the money, and this was quote unquote her best way to get a lot of money fast, I guess, and alluding to something that she needs the money for. But Kazuya, our main character, you know what I see that what's missing to every single other rom-com I have continued reading / watching. What's his good points? What is his one good trait? High School DxD, Hideo Issei. He's very honest. He's passionate about helping people. Well, he's a pervert, but he'll do anything in his way to help his friends and yeah, just get a cup of tea. Accept bad things. 27. Not quite a character, but he's not. But he has shown passion for trying to find his friend, or what's his sister? I forgot. But yeah, he's a bit honest, slip-tongued, but enjoyable and good character. And okay, there's some good traits in there. Nisakoi, that main character. He likes to help people, if I remember right. Like, he likes to help people, even though his family is from the Yakuza. Heck, after the story, he fucking restructures his Yakuza family into a less, mob crime syndicate and more of an protective thing. Every single rom-com, even the most blandest ones, has at least one good trait on the main character. It's most of the time that one good trait is that they are willing to help anyone, anyone, or especially the girls that they're interacting with. Like, if you want to make a very bland rom-com, it depends if you want a lewd or one that's wholesome, or wholesome, bland, you could say, because wholesome, there's no real wholesomeness in, I would say, bland rom-coms. It's just more slice of life that you're just sometimes having a chuckle at. Yeah. But yeah, then that only fucking difference would be just you want the guy to be good natured, that will try to go out of their way to help anyone. And then you can that's it. It's one good trait. You can spice it up by saying, oh, he gets misunderstood, the way he tries to help people, how he looks is scaring off people, even though the intent is good. You can mix all that in if you want a bit more spice into it, but that's it. A bit more lewd, someone who helps people, but especially the girls. That's it. What do we see in this episode of Kazuya? He got a girlfriend. He tried to be quite pushy from how he describes the relationship, quite pushy with the relationship, just getting a relationship for the sake of a relationship. Yeah. After he drags Chizuru into his mess by claiming to be his girlfriend instead of, just a college mate or a classmate or whatever, or just a friend. Which, the parents, the grandma would probably still tease him about, you have such a beautiful friend, why aren't you going out with her, or things like that, but you won't be in the problem with what they are right now. But the thing is, after all that, it's him that fucking starts the corny ass sob story about him needing a girlfriend before his goddamn grandma dies. And he doesn't say anything after the anonymous sentence of Chizuru needing, or saying that this was her fastest way of getting money. Didn't even ask more about that, or things like that. She just doesn't seem to care. This is definitely a show, or a way it's written, at least for the first episode, of a show that's plot driven instead of character driven. But in a romance, I would say, a slice of life, or any of those type of genres, it's fine to have it be plot driven for I feel like about first half of an episode, or the first chapter of a volume, to set up the conflict, the predicament they're in. But after that, it should be character driven. The characters should be the ones who are, just the ones who are doing shit. Otherwise, why would you it's just, otherwise it's just a character. Why would you want to watch them? You want to see them grow. Like, a slice of life most of the time is to see, at least in my opinion, is to see a character. At least in my opinion, it's a good slice of life is about an author's perspective or their own experience in a rough part of their life and how they got out of it in a bit more idealized and romanticized way, but still raw enough to carry over the way they overcome it, by not giving up, by seeking out other people and all that. Yeah, no. I feel like even when I was more new to anime, I don't think I would have fucking picked up this show from this first episode. Well, that's me fucking yapping way too fucking long. So, I guess if that's it, that will be F episode of Rent a Girlfriend, and I will see you guys next time, unfortunately. Bye-bye.
And here are the people who decided to sell out their souls. Welcome to hell.